Hey everyone, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the stream. I'm Martin Wenzel, and again, thank you for stopping by. We're here at Friday evening, 7:30, finally back in the cockpit, and we are at Pristina International Airport, Adam Jashari in Slatina, Kosovo, serving Pristina, the capital of Kosovo. And we're going to be flying to Zurich Airport in Zurich, Switzerland. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator World Tour Leg 125, flying into every country and territory in the world via real commercial flights as much as possible. We'll get into that a little bit later. Hey Prayer Warriors, welcome. Good to see you. This flight's based on Chair Airways. Yeah, Chair Airways 601, flown using the Airbus A320. We'll be using FlyByWire's A32NX mod with Chair Airlines livery created by Selkirk Dikalik Taz. Alpha India Group's traffic, that's where we got the Edelweiss and Pegasus and the other wonderful airlines near us. And it was quite busy earlier. We had a few takeoffs and landings a little bit earlier. And Bajanapashi's 4-season pack. And as we fly over the cities, you'll notice the spring colors even more. I noticed that in his pack he actually says that in the cities you'll see the spring colors a little bit more. Outside of the cities the spring trees will just be kind of all green. We kind of got a mix right now because I'm still on the winter-spring transition 45 day because he's got transition seasons right now. Alright, I'm rambling. So we'll put that away for now. And we'll get into the plane. Here we are at Pristina Airport. A little bit of a... I don't know what's going on with these jetways. But there's a little bit more here. If you actually look on, I think, Google, or maybe not on Google, but on Microsoft Flight Simulator planning the flight, it doesn't have... This area is just under construction, actually. So, I don't know. Unfortunately, no freeware to make this look better right now. Alright, we're inside the FlyByWire A32NX. You see we got our call sign right there, Eiger, I guess. That's how it goes. Already got the fly panel on. So we get our fuel on board. 7,423. 10 minutes. Wow. It's alright, we got time. Let me go over here. Just do our safety checks. Make sure parking brake is on. Ground, speed brakes, that stuff. Retracted, flaps retracted. Engine ignition mode normal. Engine masters 1 and 2 off. Here, make sure our thrust levers are idle. Let's see, landing gear is down. Nose wheel anti-skid on. Sort of our glare shield stuff. I don't think there's anything we need to do on the glare shield at this point. Nope. Up to the overhead panel, and we want to make sure the wipers are off, and we can. Before we do anything, make sure the co-pilot's not on so we don't get a premature pushback. So battery 1, 2, external power available and on. Strobe light auto, nav logo lights on. Crew oxygen supply on. Ground control on. Gears 1, 3, and 2, all set to nav. Clearing any other white lights. Fuel pumps will do later. Do our fire test. Notice that sound actually cuts out a little sooner than it used to. It would kind of go after you stopped clicking the button for a while. I feel like the screens have changed a little bit. Seem a little bit more... First of all, the reflections. And... I don't know if they changed something. They seem a lot more contrast. Especially the reflections. In fact, we actually even need to turn up this up a little bit. Alright, let's see. Right up here, seatbelt signs. I'm still feeling, so we'll keep those off. Emergency lights armed, no smoking armed, or on, auto, whatever. And we will get the passengers loading up via the FMS. Weights and balances. Send the request. We have 149 passengers and looks like 400 kilos in the cargo. So start boarding. I'm also going to start up Pack X. I'll just start it off on the side. Okay. Oh, last few weeks, the new job has been just a pain. My body's decided that the night shift does not work for it, and so it starts. I just hit a brick wall. You know, random times during the night. And sometimes it's like 9 p.m. I'll hit a wall and I'll just be exhausted and passing out. Last night I actually made it to about 3 in the morning before. So I don't know why it's done that, because first few weeks, first month or so, it was actually no problem with the schedule. Otherwise, it's okay. It depends on the day. It's nice to be able to be home all the time. Or more often. Oh man, I'm feeling really hot right now. I want to turn my fan on, but when I had it on before, I was noticing it was just... my microphone was picking everything up. Which is weird, because I have my noise gate so low, but then the fan somehow gets past that. That's crazy. It's picking up everything from the fan. Alright. Oh, let's see. We need to get our clearance. So, here, get a clearance.
Pristina ground, Iger 601 IFR to Zurich, ready to copy.
Iger 601 is cleared to Zurich Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 35 climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 120.425, squawk 4312.
Takeoff runway 35, climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure 120.425, squawk 4312. Iger 601. Kind of repetitive, but I gotta practice kind of. Of course, I was reading that all off the screen.
Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 120.425, squawk 4312.
Iger 601 read back correct. Contact ground on 118.0.
Okay, so we got our clearance. So let's get into the FMS and get things set up.
Pristina ground Turkish 1018 ready to copy IFR clearance to Lima Tango Foxtrot Mike.
I'm gonna switch to ground right now. Oh no, I can't.
Cleared to Lima Tango Foxtrot Mike Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 35 climb and maintain.
Alternate is gonna be Frankfurt today.
Frequency is 118.775, squawk 0312.
Flight number 601. Cost index 5. Cruise 380 today. Flight level 380, 38,000 feet. Go to our flight plan. Actually, another Peter Kirk told me about this. Wind temperature. Go in here, and we want to put in. Oh no. I thought it was this on this page. Oh, it's on this page right here. So we'll do that later. Never mind. Alright, flight plan. Clear this discontinuity. Put our departure runway 35. We do have a SID. It's going to be PCAD 1 Echo. Right there, PCAD 1 Echo. Insert. So our first point is PCAD. Correct, we're going to Akika. Hey Enzo, welcome. Glad to see you. Hey Touch the Clouds. Things are doing well. It was kind of a hard week at work. Like I said, my body just has been slamming a wall with the overnight shift, which is kind of frustrating because that's almost most of my job now is just trying to stay awake. But last night was a little bit better. I made it to about 3 in the morning before I had to struggle for a couple hours, 2-3 hours to stay awake only. And my knees felt better. I think I was stepping off the truck, off the stairs a little bit lighter, which kind of helped. But I got a nice tweak in my neck, so. Alright, so here we are at Urker. We have our first airway, so we had to click on the left there. Click Airways. And we're going to go Lima 608. We're going to take that to a VOR, which is going to be Kilo Papa Tango. And then we're going to take Lima 856. So right towards the end of this flight, we have a few airways. I'm going to take that to Negra. I believe that's the whole flight plan. Should know discontinuities. Click on Zurich. Zurich, we're planning on arriving ILS 28. Star is going to be Negra 2 Alpha. And Miki is our Alright. Yeah, I've had the, Josh, I've had that, basically, well, because I had to go back to work, I had my Christmas vacation, you know, and obviously, baby Elisha was born during that, January 2nd, and then, that I would have had to go back over the road on the 10th, January 10th, and so I quickly said, hey, do you got anything local? And they're like, yeah, we got an opening. So, yeah, doing spotting, moving trailers around at Miller Brewery. But it's an overnight, it's 12-hour night shift, so first month and a half was fine, and then this last few weeks I'm falling asleep now. Because my body doesn't recognize the 8 hours of sleep I do before I go to work. So you're saying go sleep 2 hours right before work. I sleep 8 hours right before work. You know, because I come home and I'm exhausted, so I go to bed at, you know, I make breakfast and then I go to bed. And I sleep for 8 and get up about an hour before work. Alright, let's get rid of the flight plan for now. Back in to the computer. Flight plan, radio nav page. Good idea to do this right now.
You're ready to go when you are.
Okay, Pack X passengers are all on. I'm sure the A32NX passengers are on too. So we're going to go to our final here. Interesting little way we're going to be coming in is we're going to come in all the way to the VOR at the airport, possibly do a holding pattern, and then come out and then back in for the landing on runway 28. So Clotten is our VOR, 114.85, course 273. Let's see, just approach. Intercept, so we're gonna need Will here. Radial 61. So Will is tells me to intercept something, but it's not on the map. What is Will? Okay. That's very weird. Oh, there's Will. Willis saw 116.9. Of course, for that one we want to intercept radial 61. Then we'll switch to radial 13. I don't know how we do all that, always, for sure. ILS, I'm going to put it in right away. 109.75. And that's all we need. I don't think we have anything else. Try not to get too complicated. Alright. Go to our init page 2. To make sure all the passengers are on board first. That's the thing, like I did an 8-hour shift on Tuesday, and I went in at 10 o'clock, and by like 1 in the morning, it didn't matter. It was just getting smacked in the head. It's not so much the 12 hours. It's not even the 12 hours. It's like I said, it's like I think Monday night, went in at 6 o'clock. By about 9 o'clock, I was already, I've been up for maybe 4 or 5 hours at that point, and I'm just hitting the wall. Tuesday night, went in at 10 o'clock, about 1 in the morning, hitting a wall. And I had been up a little bit longer that night because I'd gotten up at probably 3 in the afternoon. So I'd already been up for 7, 8, 9, 10 hours before I hit the wall. And then it gets really bad. It gets to the point where I'm like falling asleep. I could fall asleep walking. That's how tired I am. I've never felt that exhausted in my life. It's just not good when you're trying to move trailers around and drive and see. Alright, waiting for the passengers to come on via the fly-by-wire. Put on the protective wind shear, and we'll close the cockpit door while we're waiting. And also turn on the seatbelt lights. Let's go outside and see what's going on. There was a German wings over there before, so he might have left. Someone just took off, I feel like. Yep. We got a Eurowings. Not sure what's over there at the... I think that might have been German wings. I think there was a German wings parked next... No, there was a Turkish parked next to Fly Pegasus over here. So we got a couple Turkish airlines. I think Edelweiss is a Swiss airline as well. Yep. Share Airlines, another Swiss airline, and then obviously Swiss Airlines is a Swiss airline. Hey Tyler T, welcome. We are just waiting for the passengers to board, and then we will quickly get... Well, actually, what we could do while we're waiting is get our ATIS.
Pristina Airport information, India 0700 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, clear. Temperature, 1.
How are you doing today, Tyler?
10. QNH tree 0 decimal tree. ILS Zulu runway 17 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 5. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Two runways.
All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have India.
Why does it say ILS runway 17 in use, but we're landing and taking off 35? Or do they have the ILS go on and you can use it in reverse, I think, for runway 35? I think you can do that. I don't know, it's kind of confusing, the way they said that. I stream on weekdays when I can. It all depends. I stream whenever I have a night off. And so this weekend I have tonight, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. Next weekend I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off as well. Next Saturday probably won't stream, or if I do stream it'll be very late. Maybe I'll do like a VFR or some city flying, but it'll be late because we're going to a charity event. So we're gonna be going out on Saturday night, next Saturday. So this Saturday we'll be streaming. So tomorrow, 7:30 again. Yeah, I wish I could stream every night, but obviously I have a job. I have to work. Alright, passengers are all on board. Init page 2, 0 fuel weight center of gravity is 23.8. So look at my chart. 23.8 is going to put us basically up to... So I'm just going to put that right as a trim wheel right now. I guess this trim wheel is actually inaccurate right now, and they're still working on fixing that. At least that's what I've been told. I haven't had any problems with it yet. 7.4 for our fuel. Trip wind. Into my... Let's see, trip wind. Average wind is going to be minus 1.4. So I think we go minus 1.4. I think this is how we do it. Is that how you do it? Oh, minus 1.4. I think minus 1.4 means it's ahead of me, right? I don't know, I put minus. We'll see. How good are the Microsoft Flight Simulator flight physics? I have no idea. I do know they're not X-Plane level. And so that was initially the reason I got X-Plane way back, a few years ago. But I'm not going back to X-Plane right now. I put too much time into Flight Simulator. It just looks very beautiful. For me, I don't know I don't know. I can't tell the flight physics that much. But most people say, yeah, the flight physics. If you want real flight physics, go with X-Plane. If you're more of a, why is Microsoft Flight Simulator so big? Because it's for the general public. All right, so we got page 2. Go to performance. Flaps 1. Our trim is up 2.0. I'm not going to do flex takeoff temperature. Transition altitude 13,000 feet for Pristina. We'll just do our V1, V rotate, and our V2 speeds. Yeah, I mean, if you're huge into the physics of X-Plane and you're coming over to Microsoft, I mean, I don't know how much you fly, like when I came over to Microsoft Flight Simulator, I couldn't tell you the difference between the X-Plane versus the Microsoft Flight Simulator, the flying. I couldn't tell. I do a lot of, most of the flying I'm doing is autopilot anyway. I'm not really an expert on that. So I did the same thing as you. I went from X-Plane to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I heard that, and I knew going in that Microsoft Flight Simulator probably was not going to have the same physics engine, because that's what makes X-Plane X-Plane, is that it's got a really robust flight flight model. Tyler T, I use Photoshop I use Adobe Illustrator to make the graphic with the flags and the words, and then I throw that into Photoshop and with a screenshot from the game and change the levels and stuff. Yep, the graphics are insane in Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you're going for graphics and the flying is okay, I think they're, once PMDG comes out with the 737, that's going to have a good flight model, as much as they can make it. They're going to make it as good as they can within the confines of the system. All right, well, let's get going, and we can talk more about that as we go. Let's get the APU going. Otherwise, I just be sitting here on the ground all day. Let's see. I'm not sure. What do we have? Block time, scheduled time is 2 hours 20 minutes. Estimated block time is 2:12. So that's obviously from here. That's including taxiing. So yeah, I'm thinking an hour and a half flight time probably. That'd be my guess. What are we doing? Kind of brained out. Okay, we got our flap open. APU. Start the APU. My favorite thing to do is kind of come back here. You can see the APU exhaust. You can hear it coming up. Way off or not? An hour 30? No, hour 30. I think it'll be an hour 30. I think PAC-X was estimating like an hour 42. I mean, it could be an hour 30, it could be 2 hours. It all depends on if we have issues. It really depends on, it's hard to tell because when I put it in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think it said like an hour 20 or something, but that wasn't including You know, the SID and the star. Alright, we do have the APU. We should actually get rid of the jetway. Goodbye, jetway.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 601 for service to Zurich. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 55 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices
Yeah, we're expecting an hour 55 in PAC-X, but that doesn't mean it's going to take that long. Alright, fuel pumps on, APU bleed, external power off, beacon light on, because we are ready for pushback. Let's open the HUD. I'm using Pushback Helper because the toolbar pushback has been having some issues. Give you a look at that. Here's Pushback Helper. Nice simple little thing. But unfortunately we can't pre-plan our pushback like we were with the toolbar pushback before. No. I keep forgetting to do that. It's so powerful though, it'll push you back if you forget to turn your parking brake. There we go. Slow it down a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna start our engines. Yeah, they did something to the screens, they look a little bit different.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of
A little bit
our
of magenta going on, and
You will notice a light illuminated above you. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as you may experience unexpected circumstances. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lights will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first.
I always get the left and right wrong.
Leave your mask on until a member of the crew advises you and safe to remove it.
This is right.
In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is
Okay, engine 1 is, or engine 2 is available. Starting engine 1.
When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the straps tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. The vest is equipped with a whistle and a light, which you can use if you inconvenience for the secondary listening device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and seat cables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratory is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. Please just reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Alright, engines 1 and 2 are available, so we'll turn off the APU bleed. We have our taxi light, and we're going to turn off lights on. Want to go ground spoiler arm, probe window heat, auto, spoilers arm, flaps, set to takeoff position. Hey Hack Social! Welcome in. Just about to taxi here, headed from Kosovo up to Zurich, Switzerland for the first flight of the night. Parking brake is off and weather radar on. We're ready for taxi. So I'm going to call up ATC. Request taxi IFR.
Iger 601 with Juliet ready to taxi IFR.
Yeah, we'll definitely be continuing the stream once we finish the world tour. We'll just do random flights then, or we'll do some other kind of tour, or virtual airline, something. No shortage of flights to do.
Taxiing hold short runway 35 via taxiway Iger 601.
Alright, so we're ready. Need that rip your float so I don't knock it over when I'm pushing the throttle. Tiller doesn't have full range for some reason, but enough range, I think. Checking the flight controls. Okay, here we go. We kind of, I don't know if we just kind of drove wherever to get Huz's taxiway. Now, I'm kind of looking at this flight. We're going to be flying up to Switzerland, and then we're going to fly back from Switzerland to Bulgaria. So we're basically going to be flying over the same area a little bit. But I guess the reason I didn't just fly from here to Bulgaria is it would probably been a 10-minute flight. I like to get a little bit of flight time in. I am adjusting. I might not be doing all real-life flights once we get over to Pacific and do the island hopping, because I'm finding that almost all the flights are going to be 5-6 hours, and it's going to be kind of a little difficult for me to fly over water for 6 hours one direction and then immediately turn around and fly right back to where I came from. And so we'll kind of cut a few legs out there and we'll just go direct, even though it might not be a real-life flight between those two islands, just to speed things up a little bit. Simply because we're going to be flying over water. I don't think water's the most interesting thing to fly over the whole way. They must have extended something or another here. So on my chart, the runway actually goes a little bit further. Must have lengthened it in real life. I think they might have added something, I don't know.
Pristina Tower Iger 601 ready for IFR departure runway 35.
Iger 601 QNH 30.3 to Windcom. Cleared for takeoff runway 35.
Cleared for takeoff runway 35 Iger 601.
Alright, we'll clear for takeoff. Yeah, there's like this magenta look behind the screens. I think they must have really added in this, made the screens look much more realistic with the latest update. I'm not sure. Basically, I was going off of what Project Fly had for like their passports. Even though I'm not like religiously checking it to make sure. Now I'm following Volanta's, and so there are some places where obviously it's not a country, maybe it's just an overseas territory, but it's counted separately for the sake of the passport. Interestingly, like when I did my world tour, when I started doing this world tour thing in X-Plane, and we're going to be reflying a number of those places, I remember flying into like North Cyprus, but on this tour I haven't flown into it, and it's not included on Volanta as a place to fly into. So I don't have a specific like, okay, I'm flying to the United Nations recognized ones or the United States. It's just, you know, I might miss some. I might miss some. I might go to some. Obviously, I have been to a number of disputed areas, including Kosovo, Western Sahara, Somaliland. So it's kind of a mix. There we got positive rate, gear up.
Tiger 601, contact Belgrade Center on 120.425. Good day.
120.425 Eider 601. Belgrade Center Eider 601 is passing 3,100 feet, climbing 8,000 feet. Eider 601, Belgrade Center QNH 30.33. Continue as planned. Corrected 196, please expedite your climb 6,500 feet. Transavia 53905, please expedite your climb 5,900.
So yeah, Tyler, there's a few places that I probably could have flown to, and it depends on. Let me look at Volanta, because Volanta has this achievement for you know, the same with, there's a number of things like the virtual airline I'm part of has a world tour kind of achievement, like hitting all the countries in the world. Project Fly, a lot of these tracking systems have that. Like I've seen, like for example, like the Åland Islands. We're going to be flying to Åland Islands. Åland Islands are part of Finland, but it's counted as a separate area here. Hong Kong, Macau, those are a little bit there's a little bit different. I don't think we're gonna. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fly to Antarctica. I'm looking here. I'm just looking at countries I haven't been to yet. Some that's really hard. Yeah, like there's no on this one. There's no northern Cyprus. Whereas when I did it in X-Plane, I did fly to northern Cyprus. And I don't remember what I was following in X-Plane, or if that was included. Like on Project Fly, had northern Cyprus as a country to go to. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's an interesting question. I'll tell you one thing, it's gonna be hard to do this world tour exactly the way I've been doing it most of the way. Once, you know, there's a few places that's just gonna be impossible to do it without just making up flights. So the majority of these flights are real life flights. Some we're gonna have to make up, especially if we want to fly to Antarctica or some like the French southern Arctic islands, or there's just some where there simply aren't commercial flights between those places. Alright, we're just going to ask for the clearance up to 38,000. Why are we so far off?
Belgrade Center Rider 601. Request flight level 280.
I don't think we really want to do smaller planes for the Pacific Islands, because already most of the flights, the smaller planes are going to be for when we're flying the Caribbean, because a lot of those flights are going to be very short, little hops, especially like flying into St. Bart's. I mean, that's a hard landing, even flying in with the Cessna 208 with the Grand Caravan. I did a practice landing the other day, and it was like went right off into the water. It's just right over that hill, and then in. But the Pacific, a lot of those flights are flown with Boeing 737s, 777s, A320s. So they're still real flights. The reason in the Pacific sometimes I'm going to, you know, not do a real life flight but kind of fudge it, is because a lot of these flights will be like maybe New Zealand, will be like Auckland to to like Samoa. And it's like, okay, and then if I want to go to American Samoa, what I have to do is I have to fly all the way back to New Zealand, to fly somewhere else, and then maybe get to American Samoa. You know, like the only flight to American Samoa is from Hawaii. But there's no flights out of American Samoa to anywhere else except for Hawaii. And so it's like, I don't want to just do a round trip Hawaii to American Samoa and back. So I'm going to make up some flights, that way we can just do point to point. What is going on with my autopilot here? Something's broken. Oh no. What's going on here? Wire. What's going on here? Okay, it is turning. It seems like we're just so far off of the line. More than usual. Pacific Islands, though, will be using the bigger planes most of the time, the real-life planes, for the flights. And the same, and then the Caribbean, a lot of those flights are done in ATR 42s. A number of them are Cessna 208s. A few are Saab 340s. A lot of them, yeah, they are much smaller planes for that one. So once we get over there, I mean, I might even be forced to buy the DHC-6, the Twin Otter, to do some of those flights. We'll see. Hoping there'll be an ATR out by then as well. He was saying they wanted to get into Andres. Oh no. Man, I hate it when it freezes up like that, because I'm thinking, oh great, are we going to have a crash again? Yeah, but Andres, yeah, this is exactly what he was talking about. The scenery is just, it's amazing. You could do this in X-Plane, you could get the scenery to look like this in X-Plane, but you'd have to download... You'd have to download the photogram, or the ortho photos, the satellite imagery. Yeah, that scared me. You could do all that. Of course, I think you could buy some different scenery packs as well to make your... I mean, go watch some people that stream X-Plane. They can make it look really good. But there's a certain limitation. You can only make it look so good. And this is how good it looks right out of the box. I mean, the only scenery add-on I have is Bijan Habashi's 4-season pack. And that changes the trees and gives you those spring trees. And when we're flying over Zurich, you'll see it. If we have a low approach over Zurich. Touch the clouds. I will never go to X-Plane. Yeah, X-Plane is it's hard to go from. It's going to be hard to go from this to X-Plane. I think obviously the difference between X-Plane and Prepared 3D and Microsoft Flight Simulator or Flight Simulator 10, where graphically they were all very similar. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator is just taking the graphics to the Flight Simulator here 2020. It's taking it to such another level that you're not gonna be able to go back to X-Plane unless, of course, you're really hardcore into doing. A lot of the people I watch who stream, they stream airline flights like this in X-Plane because X-Plane's a better environment right now for airline flights. And typically your graphics aren't as big of a deal when you're 35,000 feet up. But I'm never going back to... I'm probably not going to go back to X-Plane. I know a lot of people are like, why don't you stream X-Plane? Like, well, because I haven't played it since September 2020. So all my stuff is out of date. And I'd have to relearn how to do everything, like downloading ortho photos and all that stuff to make it look slightly decent on our approach and landings and takeoffs.
Turkish 1086, please expedite your descent, flight level 180. Tirana Center is rare 176, flight level 180.
It is a bummer. I would love... Yeah, and it's getting better. I mean, I would love to have X-Planes... the the underlying like flight model of X-Plane, because again the flight model of X-Plane is much more realistic than Microsoft Flight Simulator. And again, that's a special thing to X-Plane. That's something special to X-Plane. It's not like, you know, that's a major part of X-Plane, and that's why the graphics in X-Plane are not the focus. They never have been the focus, even though, you know, back when I was flying in X-Plane, they were really good. It was like, wow, this is pretty good. Always wanted better, but there was nothing else better out there. You know, if you flew in, I mean, if you were still in Microsoft Flight Simulator X 10, it looked worse than X-Plane. But again, compare, you know, if we go and fly over even an autogen city, you know, which a lot of the cities I fly into, especially when I was flying in Africa, those were all autogen, and they looked really good. Whereas in X-Plane, they're all those generic same buildings, and I think I downloaded a mod that would actually make, like, add Asian buildings or Eastern style buildings, so you weren't just getting like these suburban California yard homes everywhere in the world. Well, you don't have that problem in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Everywhere in the world, the buildings are very no, I haven't. I don't even know what airport that is. They're all very you know, localized, and they look very good. So when you're flying in Japan, it looks like flying in Japan. When you're flying in Africa, it looks like flying in Africa, even if it's not photogrammetry. So, we're kind of rambling here. We need to turn off our landing lights and our seatbelt sign. Okay. Let's see what we got for flight time. Just under an hour and a half now. Panama City. Oh, okay. No, I haven't yet, but we will be. Is that an interesting approach? That's the thing. A lot of these places, I just run into them. I don't even realize, like, oh, that's one of these famous airports. That's what's kind of cool. Oh, maybe I'm not going to be going there. Is that Panama City? MHTG? That must be one of the other. I'm flying into Tokumen International, which is Papa Tango Oscar. Mike Papa Tango Oscar. So I'm assuming Mike Hotel Tango Golf is the old airport? Possibly? Oh no, it's in MHTG is in Honduras. So I might be flying on that one. Nope, I'm not flying in that one either. I'm flying into MHLM in Honduras. Huh? Thailand? No, that's not Panama City. That's it's Honduras. It's one of the Honduras airports. Panama City is PTO, MPTO. But no, I'm not. I haven't tried the MHTG approach, and I'm at least on this world tour. I'm not doing it. Plan on flying in New York. We're gonna fly. Right now, my plan we're gonna fly from Iceland into Canada, into Montreal. That's right now the plan. Might change. And then from Montreal, I'm going to fly just a short flight down to Chicago, which is a flight I took in real life. It's actually the last flight I took in real life. Can't remember taking it if we took a CRJ. Might have been. And then from Chicago, we're going to fly down to Mexico, and we're going to do all of South America, Central America, Caribbean, all that. And then out of the Caribbean, we're going to fly out of the Caribbean from, I think, St. Kitts. We're going to fly up to Miami, Miami over to Bermuda, and then Bermuda into JFK. So we will be getting into New York. And actually, right now, I'm looking at my flight plans. We're going to do a few flights in the United States and Canada. So we're going to fly New York, and then from New York, we're going to fly down to Dallas-Fort Worth. To kind of keep, I don't want to, I mean, obviously I could just go, I could have just done JFK all the way over to San Diego or San Francisco or whatever. But I kind of want to keep the flights, 4 hours or less if I can for the stream. We're going to have some long ones anyway. And then from Dallas-Fort Worth, I'm going to fly up to, I'm going to fly over to Vancouver, actually. Check that out, because there's a great freeware airport in the works, and so by that point, that airport will definitely be looking pretty good. And then Vancouver, we're going to fly down to San Francisco, and then do a short hop from San Francisco down to San Diego, and then San Diego out to Honolulu. So we'll do a few, we're going to have a little bit of a US tour, US-Canada tour there at the tail end of our, during the world tour there, before we head off to the Pacific and some pretty long flights. Yeah, they did something to these screens and they don't turn up as bright anymore. The reflections again. They must have removed that for a while and now they brought back the glass or something. Definitely different. Something's definitely changed. Kind of see the dust and like magenta kind of on the screen there. A little bit of discolorization, discoloring, however you say it. What the? That was weird. Oh, this is a really cool view. So right now we're flying over. Well, we're in Montenegro right now. Yeah, last flight we didn't get to see all this because we were flying. It was night. It was pretty cool to see the Balkans. All right, good luck on your flight. See you later. Yeah, I'll probably be up until after midnight. Or depends on how long. I'm not sure how long the flight to Bulgaria is going to be. That's going to be another hour and a half. Yeah, it should be about, probably around midnight we'll be done. Nixik down there. Yeah, I still don't know why I get this flickering. If anyone knows how we can fix that, I've watched other people's streams and I've noticed they don't have this flickering. I always seem to get the flickering. It's annoying.
Swiss 403, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 360. Descend and maintain flight level 360, Swiss 403. level tree, 40 sec, 257 heavy. Percent 257 heavy contact, the grid center on 122.575. Good day. Swift 40 tree contact, Tirana center on 122.5. Good day. 122.575, first back 257 heavy. Tiger 601 contact the grid center on 122.575. Good day.
122.575 for Rider 601. Zagreb Center Rider 601 is at flight level tree 75 climbing flight level tree 80.
Ryanair 3957, please expedite your descent flight level tree 60. Tiger 601 Zagreb Center, continue as planned. Percent 257 heavy contact, Belgrade Center on 120.425. Good day. Qatari 124 heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Bosnia Air 4001, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Lufthansa 1750, please expedite your descent flight level 330. Ryanair 3957 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 340 Airbus. Report them in sight. Qatari 124 heavy traffic is 12 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 360 Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Ryanair 3957, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Easy 3025, please expedite your climb flight level 410. Qatari 124 heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Qatari 102 heavy, please expedite your climb flight level 410. Lufthansa 1750,
In a few
please
moments, our
expedite
lovely
your
flight
descent flight
attendants
level
will be starting our
330.
in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks.
Qatari 102
Food and
heavy
drinks are
contact,
available for a
Belgrade
small
Center
charge.
on
Please note we only accept credit
120.425.
cards.
Good day.
Ryanair train 957 have the Airbus in sight.
Lufthansa 1750 traffic is 3 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 340 Airbus. Report them in sight. Ryanair 3957, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Qatari 124 heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 340.
Alright, before we get too far into the flight, I'm gonna set a fixed point. So how we do that, just a fix to kind of give us an idea when we should think about descending. So bring up Navigraphs. And I want to look here at the chart for our star, our standard terminal approach. And I'm just looking for an altitude. However, I'm not seeing any altitude that we need to be at. So, well, AMKey it says we need to be above 7,000 feet. Let's see. 7,000 once you get there, 6,000. So I'm going to aim for 7,000 at AMKey. Just be a good place, that way we can adjust our speed. We're not in a rush to get down. Sorry. So AMKey is going to be 7,000 feet. So what we're going to do, close that out. Go right over here to this calculator first. 38,000. Our target's going to be 7,000 feet. We need to start our descent about 97 nautical miles before our target. Our target is AMKey. So we click on the last waypoint we passed. Go right here, fix info. Put in AMKey. Alpha Mike India Kilo India. Our radius, we want 97 nautical miles. And now what it's going to do is on the map, we're going to get a blue dotted circle 97 miles around Amity. Now, we're still quite a ways away, so we can't see it. We actually do need to zoom out so we can see our next waypoint.
Heavy contact, Belgrade Center on 120.425. Good day.
Once we get closer, yeah, our next waypoint, we're going to fly over all of Bosnia and Herzegovina here and Croatia before we get to our next waypoint, which will be right at the border of Croatia and Slovenia. So we had a waypoint at the border of Montenegro and Bosnia, and we're going to fly over Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Croatia before our next waypoint. That's how far we're going here. Nice little flight. We got a lot of planes coming, courtesy of Alpha 80 Group Traffic. That's the city of Mostar and Mostar International Airport, Lima, Quebec, Mike, Oscar. And actually, along the coast, that's Croatia. Along the coast, the kind of little edge of it, down to about this point. Otherwise, it's Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnian Air Force? No, Bosnian Air.
Canadian 2833, please expedite your descent flight level 270. Edelweiss 403 traffic is 5 o'clock 2 miles at flight level 340 Airbus A320. Report them in sight. Wheezy 8761, please expedite your climb flight level 390. Airflow 2480, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Edelweiss 403 traffic is 11 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 350 Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Scandinavian 2833, please expedite your descent flight level 270. Joystick 59er, 2 please expedite your descent flight level 350. Terra 401, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Speedbird 146, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Wheezy 8517, please expedite your climb flight level 390. Airflow 2480, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Wizz 7788, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Ryanair 6324, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Wheezy 8517, traffic is 10 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 350 Airbus A320. Report them in sight.
Edelweiss 403, have the Boeing 737 in sight.
Wheezy 8517, please expedite your climb flight level 390. Airflow 2480, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Wheezy 8517, traffic in sight. Wizz 7788, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Ryanair 6324, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Swift 403, descend and maintain flight level 360. Descend and maintain flight level 360, Swift 403. Joystick 59er, 2 please expedite your descent flight level 350. Terra 401, please expedite your descent flight level 340.
That's some interesting geography down there.
146, please expedite your descent flight level 340.
Those look like some craters.
Wheezy 8517, please
Yeah, this whole area looks like really
expedite your
pop-marked
climb
craters.
flight level 350. Airflow 2480, please expedite
That's just
your descent
natural?
flight level 340.
Or is that an object of war or something? I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting looking area. So Sarajevo is going to be to our... We're going to be flying there eventually. I'm not sure exactly when. Sarajevo is... I guess it's back there somewhere. Maybe right there. I'm not sure exactly. Could be. Somewhere in that general direction. There we go. I think that's how I do it. Turn off the radio for a while. Ugh, gets a little annoying, doesn't it? Alright, Tyler T, thanks for showing up. Yeah, we just won't hear the call-outs for all of the planes that are passing near us. Wow, we're passing right under another guy right there. Hey, Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, we're almost to the Croatian border. How you doing, Oliver? How's it going? Been a while. It might have just been a week, I don't know. I get confused on time. Yeah, it feels like it's like 100 degrees in here. I can't turn my fan on because for some reason I gotta check that. That's what I'm gonna have to do after the stream is see how much fan is being picked up by my microphone. I didn't notice it the other day when I had it on, but today I turned it on. The levels are just flying off the roof. Which is weird because I have a huge noise gauge or whatever. It's not just that thing. Yeah, we're flying from Pristina, Kosovo, up to Zurich, Switzerland. Thanks, Oliver. Well, thanks, Oliver. Yeah, I don't feel like it's an amazing stream. I don't know. I look at everyone else doing better streams than me now. Always doing better than me. I don't know, it's like I'll do one stream and I'll feel great, and then I'll do another stream and I'll feel like, why am I even bothering? No one's watching, not growing at all. Lights are so bright, burning on me. Hey, Georgina Darby, welcome. Flying over the Balkans right now. If you're wondering, just about to fly over Croatia, just a little bit short section of Croatia, and then we'll be over Slovenia, and then up into Austria, and then into, let's see, are we going to fly into Austria? Looks like we'll get a little bit of, yep, Germany, and then back down into Switzerland. Interesting flight pattern, kind of going up and curving over, I don't know, to avoid Liechtenstein maybe? I have no idea. Alright, we were talking about before, I put that fix in, so there you can see the little blue dotted circle 95 miles out from where we need to be at 7,000 feet to begin our descent. So it looks like we're going to be beginning our descent about Kogol, or around that area. Thank you, Oliver Smith. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. I know it's like sometimes I just come in and like I enjoy doing these flights, but I don't know if other people like to watch. And I watch other people streaming, and it's just they have like so many people watching and interacting, and I got to do some other things on the stream or something. I don't know. I'm boring. I know. I just feel like whenever I try to start doing something, that's when everything starts. Then suddenly I have to change 15 diapers. House starts falling down. I don't know. I just get, I don't know, it depends on the day. Some days I'm very self-conscious and I feel like, why am I can't even just focus on this, and if people watch, they'll watch. You know, and some days I feel very positive, people are coming in, interacting. It's up and down, it's a roller coaster, I guess. Well, thanks, Oliver. Yeah, share it. Share it with your friends. I don't know, I'm not good at all that stuff. glitch with the scenery right here. Okay. Well, thanks, Oliver. Uno. Make a flight from... What is LPPT? Is that Lisbon? To GBSV here. 320. Tap Air Portugal. Oh, gee, that's gonna be somewhere in Africa, yeah. I did the opposite direction, though. I did somewhere in Africa up to Portugal. Or I might have gone, maybe it wasn't that. I probably went from, like, the Canary Islands. That might be where that is. A while back on the world tour. Yeah, that's something I might start adding that in to, like, do, like, maybe one night a week we'll do the, like, world tour, and then the other stream will do requested flights or something, and maybe they'll, I don't know. I like to do the world tour one because it's like get a lot of flights that people don't think of, or I actually cover a lot of the flights that people ask for anyway. They show up. Looks like we broke the ATC. It's always fun because then you have to do everything manually.
Ljubljana Center, Eiger 601 flight level 380.
Eiger 601 Ljubljana Center, continue as planned. Flight level 370 Lufthansa 1288. please. Expedite your descent flight level 370. Air Serbia 371, please expedite your descent flight level 330. Alanair Hellas 252, please expedite your descent flight level 320. Alpine 4653, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Wheezy 8155, please expedite your descent flight level 370. Ljubljana Center AGS 540, is at flight level 375, climbing flight level 380. Lufthansa 1278, please expedite your descent flight level 370. Aegean 540, Ljubljana Center, continue as planned. Alpine 4653, contact Zagreb Center on 124.85. Good day.
Hey, Aviation Geek, thanks. Thanks for the subscription. Awesome. Raid. Oh, I wish. I don't know. Well, I'll do these flights for myself, and if you guys want to come along, that's awesome. That's awesome. I try what I can. We're actually right over. Anyway, we were flying, and we're right over. Not sure if I can. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Doesn't it look awesome? Look at that. That is the city of Ljubljana, which is the capital of Slovenia. We're going to be flying there some point here. Georgiana, I'm planning on doing my world tour. Cool. Oliver Smith is arranging a raid right now. Awesome. Georgina, planning on doing a world tour. Are you going to be doing like in one plane? Or are you going to be doing similar, kind of like what I'm doing, is different planes, different airlines? I think you're on infinite flights, so you have a few more options for planes, I think, right? Built in. Yeah, we're going to be flying here to I'm sorry, I can't say it. I need to have it right in front of me, but it's got an L and a J right in front of each other. I'm trying to find the airport. You see the airport? So we will be flying here eventually. It must be a small. It must be tucked like in the city or something. It's off to the. Actually, right there. Where is it? Oh, yeah.
Alanair Hellas 252, please expedite your descent flight level 320. Speedbird 165, heavy Ljubljana Center, continue.
Ljubljana, there you go. Ljubljana.
Tiger 601 traffic is 1
Got a little bit of some color on those hills. Oh, there it is. There's the airport.
Tiger 601 traffic in sight.
Awesome, Oliver. Yeah, thank you. I mean, you know, just a few people checking out different things and different stream times. Maybe they see what they like. I know some of my best followers have gone off and now they're streaming at the same time and they got more people watching. And I wonder if those can't be Janabashi shoes. Those could be. That'd be really cool if those were. I think that's just good with satellite imagery. It just so happens those pictures were kind of taken that are loading in on these hills. Kind of got a little bit of a fall colors. It's cool either way. Different planes and airlines, and I'll be doing mostly short and medium hauls with some long hauls. Yep, basically what I'm doing, right? It's kind of the way you gotta go. I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. I mean, I could easily do this world tour with long hauls. I could do like a flight from Los Angeles to Dubai, and then Dubai to Sydney, and then Sydney to, you know, Beijing, and then Beijing to, you know, Berlin or Frankfurt or something, right? You know, I could knock off these countries with the long flights, but that just takes a long time. You're doing a lot of flying then. And already this is a long thing. I mean, we're This is flight 125. I'm planned. I have a spreadsheet with all my flight plans. And I'm planned through flight 236. So I have already planned another 111 flights. And that's going to take me to New Zealand. And we still, from New Zealand, have to do a bunch of island hopping in the Pacific. Obviously, you have to go and hit the Philippines, Japan, Asia, all that stuff. And I'm thinking by the time this is all said and done, we're going to have at least 300 flights. And it's going to be very interesting to go back and kind of see the average. I don't know how I'll really figure that out. I don't have a running spreadsheet of the average length of these flights. But if I go into my on Volanta, I actually have I can see sort of right now. I've done 126 flights with this plane. Why is it saying 126? I think it's because we did have an additional flight. This should be flight 126. Maybe I had an extra leg in there. I don't know. Whatever. But I've already flown 205, almost 206 hours, including what we're doing here. 68,500 miles of flights. And that's just Africa and Europe so far. So it's gonna be some pretty big numbers when we finish this whole thing. Yep. Yeah, it all depends on what you want to do, planning-wise. Like, I've got a little... Like, I didn't really plan Europe out that great, so I'm doing some flights that's like, okay, I could have done that flight instead and cut a few legs out. With the Pacific, I'm actually, instead of just doing real-life flights all the time, I might do some fictional flights just again, cut out some repetitive, okay, I'm going to fly from Hawaii down to American Samoa, and then American Samoa back to Hawaii. Well, that's 12 hours flying back and forth. It's like, you're just going back and forth. And so we'll see. Yeah, nice mountains. Got some snow again. We are in Slovenia right now, or over Slovenia. Unless we crossed... Oh, no, we just crossed into Austria. So now we're on the south end of Austria. We got Klagenfurt off to our right. I would assume this is the Alps, right?
Alpine 1730, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Speedbird 146, please expedite your descent flight level 340.
We're getting pretty close to our... Oh, we should probably start descending. We'll see if ATC calls us to descend. Probably should around there.
Alpine 1730 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 370.
We should actually... Ooh. Frame rate. Wow. What happened? Okay. Wow, that ATC window. That's something new. ATC window caused all problems.
Vienna Center, either 601 flight level 380.
Limit emotion 1323. Please expedite your descent flight level 330.
Let's see. Georgina is departing from San Francisco up to... which city is that? What is Juliet? Charlie Yankee Yankee Juliet. Suddenly I smell like a dirty diaper suddenly. Heard about the new pushback tug. Oh, you have a new pushback tug in Infinite Flight? Cool.
477.
Night SLDR. Which game? This one, Microsoft Flight Simulator, is definitely not. I think with okay, it's Victoria. Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think if you get Game Pass, like Xbox Game Pass, which is what, $1 a month? I'm not sure. You can play Flight Simulator then on that. So I think you could probably end up doing it for cheaper if you did it that way. I'm not sure all the caveats with that. Infinite Flight, I have no idea. I've never done Infinite Flight. Free flight sims. I don't know any free flight sims. Not that I know of. But like, let's see. I want to see how much X-Plane is selling for. Oh, it's $59. $60. Really? I think I bought X-Plane. I think I bought it on sale for like $20 X-Plane. Of course, I didn't buy Microsoft Flight Simulator. I bought the most expensive price.
Runway 08 right approach via Bedos transition cleared to Bedos Dom 8819 tree. flight level 350. Croatia 457, please expedite your descent flight level 350.
Creeper.
Croatia 457, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Lufthansa 1926, please expedite your descent flight level 370.
I noticed that. It's like when you're in that view, you can hear all the passengers. Even though we're technically outside the plane, we're still in the plane. Moon looking cool off to our left. Let's see, we are... Yeah, coming up on the German border pretty soon. We're going to do just slightly into Germany on our approach. Not exactly sure why. Maybe it has to do with like the altitude of the mountains and everything. Kind of got to get around if we're descending. Kind of stay over here where we can descend and not have to worry about mountains. Interesting. I thought we were supposed to go all the way into the airport and come back out. I don't know what that is. Alright, is ATC going to give us set? Not so far.
Delta 306 traffic is 12 o'clock 4 miles to flight level 340 Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Dollar Meeting 81903 contact Munich Center on 120.65. Good day. Air Malta 306 descent and maintain 7,100 feet. Airflow 2502, please expedite your descent flight level 340.
I thought the whole point of these lights that I got were supposed to like make it that when the colors changed on my screen, they wouldn't change too much. But I don't know. I don't know how to do my lighting setup. I don't know how to do my microphone. Whatever. Whatever.
Alpine 1730 descent and maintain flight level 340. Top Swiss 1233, please expedite your descent flight level 330.
Descend and maintain flight level 340 Alpine 1730.
Airflow 2502, please expedite your descent flight level 340.
Alright, looking down into the valley there at the city. I wonder if that's Virgil or... Let's see which one. I'm trying to... Kind of hard to tell which one that is. There's Virgil and Breitenbach am Inn, Kundl, Kamsak, Radfeld, Rixleg. I'm not sure which one I'm seeing right there. That might be Breitenbach am. No, it might be Kramsak and Radfeld. It's kind of hard to tell, like, which one am I seeing out of the window versus which one am I flying directly over. Outside the plane.
Osprey 1233, please expedite your descent flight level 330. Aircraft 2502, please expedite your descent flight level 340. Outline 1730, please expedite your descent flight level 340.
Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if ATC's gonna.
Either 601, contact Munich Center on 120.65. Good day.
Going to 120.655 601.
Top Swiss 1233, please expedite your descent flight level 330.
Munich Center either 601 flight level 380.
Jet Travel 7302, please expedite your climb flight level 400. Tiger 601 Munich Center, continue as planned. Colraden 522, please expedite your descent
Oh, that
flight
was a
level
little glitch.
350.
We're gonna go in here and get the weather.
536, please
Metadata.
expedite your descent flight level 310. Lufthansa 1809er, please expedite your descent flight level 330. Croatia 4409er, please expedite your descent flight level 370. Condor 1509er Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Lufthansa 1730, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Donald 8819er Tree, please expedite your descent flight level 190. Sun Express 911, please expedite your climb flight level 390. Blue Air 129er, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Air Serbia Tree 11, you are 5,000 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 330. Jet Travel 7302, please expedite your climb flight level 400. Top Swiss 109er 7, descend and maintain flight level 370. Colraden 522, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Ryanair 2582, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Melodia 2536, please expedite your descent flight level 310. Lufthansa 1809er, please expedite your descent flight level 330. Croatia 4409er, please expedite your descent flight level 370. Lot 418, please expedite your climb flight level 410. Condor 1509er Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 350. Eurowings 29er Tree 8, contact Vienna Center on 124.4. Good day. Donald 8819er Tree, please expedite your descent flight level 190. Lufthansa 1809er, descend and maintain flight level 270. Croatia 4409er, please expedite your descent flight level 370.
Still haven't asked us to descend. We're telling everyone else to descend, except for
Lot
us.
418, please expedite your climb flight level 410. Condor 150.
Alright, anyway, we do have our destination data. It's gonna be here. Receive messages. Let's get in there. Sorry, I was just kind of looking. I was watching Creepy Kirk a little bit. One of my first followers over on Twitch. He's streaming and he's doing fantastic. Actually, his daughter's on right now playing some GeoGuessr. Alright, we're gonna print this out. Go to our performance page. Hopefully we get clearance to descend soon. Print out. And the magic ink. QNH shadow arrival is 1025. Temperature 4 degrees. Winds. Is they're getting variable at 1 knot, so...
Eiger 601 have the EMB 190 in sight.
I don't know what we do for that.
Tiger 601 descend and maintain flight level 260.
Descend and maintain flight level 260 Eiger 601.
Alright, seatbelt signs back on as we're going to begin our descent.
Flight level 290 Condor 150.
I guess this is all I got for destination data right now. The winds, not sure how we put that in.
1418, please expedite your climb flight level 410.
Okay, so I'm going on medar-taft.com and it's saying 3 knot winds, 320 degrees, between 290 and 360. So I guess it splits the difference there, kinda. So I guess we'll do that. We'll go like 320. And we'll say the 1 knot. Just have something in there. It's not a big deal. Transition altitude is going to be 7,000 feet here on our approach. And then, what looking at chart, bring that up for you guys. You can see what I'm looking at. Have the flight pad. Zoom on in. We're looking here, straight in landing, runway 28, ILS. You're going with, for Barrow, you're going with the bigger number, which is the altitude. Radio is you're going with the actual how many feet above the ground. I always go with the bigger number. I have no idea what this. Missed approach, climb gradient. So here's some extra stuff I don't know. What I like to do is I like to always just go with the highest number. Just keep that minimum as high as possible. Make that decision. Just be safe. There we go. We are... Alrighty, we are descending. Currently over Germany. Get back out here. Let's see where we are. Right over Germany right now. Just south of Munich. We're coming over the Rhine near Constance. And we're going to enter in this interesting pattern. I don't know how it doesn't look like it's drawn that way on the flight computer though. Is that Mecklenburg? Oh, Mecklenburg. Alright. Mecklenburg. Let's see. If we need to do a hold.
Austrian 472, you are 3,000 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 330.
What's the 1 minute mean? Oh, I guess... Okay, 1 minute. I think it means you fly each direction for a minute. Is that what it... Is that how that works? I'm guessing. I feel like there's an enclave here, actually. That's always the interesting thing with European borders. There's some areas where there's actually exclaves and enclaves, or countries within other countries, outside of other countries. Hey, Captain Shaquille Oatmeal. I love that name. That's an awesome name. Shaquille Oatmeal. Hey, your friend Oliver Smith said to swing by, check you out. I'm going to have my viewers give you a hashtag Shaq raid. Awesome. Awesome, thank you. Well, we're coming in for landing, so that's going to be about the perfect time to do it. Perfect time to do it. Georgina, I just activated autopilot, now just watch the stream while wearing a Victorian-era gown with socks, gloves, and my hair is in a round bun with a large hair bow. Alright. Oliver Smith, here comes the raid. Alright, thanks, Oliver. Brings people over. Hopefully they like it. Hopefully get some more people to come hang out on the streams when the streams are happening. I hope everyone doesn't just show up when we're ending the stream, and because on YouTube I end the stream. I like to have 2 separate streams for my flights. So once we get this flight done, of course we do still have another 20-30 minutes before we're down and everything. France Play Z2437, hey, welcome in. Guess you're coming over with Shaq. I love that. Captain Shaquille Oatmeal. Awesome. We need to check him out. We need to check him out over here on the YouTubes. Uh oh. Did ATC... You guys gotta not distract me too much, though. We are descending. Alright, 16,000 feet. Eiger 601.
Alpine 1730, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Let's see, where are we at?
Descend and maintain 16,000 feet, Eiger.
Captain Shaquille Oatmeal.
Please expedite your climb flight level 390.
HAQ, Smooth Ops. Awesome.
Expedite your climb flight level 360.
A YouTube raid. I'm not used to doing a YouTube raid.
Alpine
Awesome.
806, please expedite your climb flight level 370.
Alright, you're just about to land. Looks like you are flying an X-plane. United 767-200 and a 777. Oh, I'm assuming you probably did Boston to Cleveland in the 767 and then Cleveland to Chicago in the 777. With the American, no, United Airlines Battleship livery. Ooh. So check that out.
Report them in sight. Emirates 8 Heavy, please expedite your climb flight level 430. Ryanair 2582, please expedite your climb flight level 360.
Get to listen to the
Alpine 806,
the in-game ATC freak out on all the Alpha Indy group traffic flying around. Let's come up on the Rhine, right in front of us there. Turns into a nice chunky lake. That's because it's Lake Constance. I knew Constance sounded familiar. And we're going to cross Lake Constance back into Switzerland, actually, for the first time this flight. Kind of coming up, we went up Austria, up into Germany, just the southern section of Germany here. I think the reason we do that is obviously so we can descend and not be in the mountains. Otherwise we'd have a hard time making our descent. So we got to kind of curve around the mountains, get into Zurich. I believe Constance is right there. This is Lake Constance.
Descend and maintain 15,000 feet Iberia Tree 1990.
Right in front of us. That's Friedrichshafen and Friedrichshafen Airport. Okay.
Munich Center Lot 318 is passing flight level 335, climbing flight level 370. Alpine 806 Street, please expedite your climb flight level 370.
Alright, so Captain Shaquille Oatmeal is... He's at 8,000 feet, making, looks like he's making, must be right over, it's over Lake Michigan right now. That's always a cool approach into Chicago, because you usually approach over Lake Michigan.
Line to motion flight 402, contact center on 127.6. Good day. Alitalia 400, contact center on 127.6. Good day. Alpine 806 Street, please expedite your climb flight level 370. Eurowings 2976, please expedite your climb flight level 270. Top Swiss 1097, please expedite your climb flight level 370. Top Swiss 1097, contact Zurich Center on 126.225. Good day. Lufthansa 232, please expedite your climb flight level 350.
Peter Aviation, welcome in. Ça va dequet du Brazil. Awesome. Hello. I like that avatar. It's always I can never see the avatar so clearly, but sometimes they really just catch your eye. Like, oh, all right, what's going on there? All right, we're flying over Lake Constance right now, on approach into Zurich. There's Constance right there, on the Rhine River. Or the River Rhine. Moon is starting to set over the Alps. And we are now in Swiss airspace. We're not yet. What is that? 126.225. Yeah, my ATC is broken, so I have to actually put it in manually on the radio. Should have written that down. 126. Was it 22? 225. Whenever I open that window, it also hurts the frame rate.
Zurich Center, Ryder, 601 feet.
Me love Sue Canal. Okay. I'm not sure what that means.
267.8,
Alright, our QNH is 1025. I wish they would do that. And you could select QNH or inches mercury. Oh no, we're already at AMP. Oh, why are they not? Well, we do need to be above AMP. This is not exactly what the flight plan is, which is weird. So I don't know what flight plan this is that the computer's having us go on. We do need to get down to 7,000. You almost so canal, brother. Alright. Is that Spanish? I'm assuming some Spanish. I don't know enough Spanish to catch it all the time. Okay, I guess because we're... Again, they don't understand transition. That's why it doesn't think we're at 16,000. ATC sometimes can't decide when we go standard pressure or not. Oops. I can't turn off that. He's probably saying that he likes your channel and he loves your channel, brother, in Portuguese. Portuguese. That makes sense. Stop, Brazil. Well, thank you. Oh, yeah, Canal. Yeah, that makes sense, Canal. Sorry, I'm kind of... At any point now, I'm going to hit the wall with my energy levels because my body doesn't understand that I slept 8 hours during the day and now it's evening and this is when I need to be up. So we had a little raid by Captain Shaquille Oatmeal, courtesy of Oliver Smith, bringing him over and bringing a few of Oliver's viewers from over there. Hopefully just exposing the stream to a few more viewers. Hopefully on Twitch we can... Twitch we're just not doing so well today. I guess it goes back and forth. Sometimes everyone's on YouTube and... I love you very old. Or very long. You mean, we love you very long. More than anything, I love you. Alright. I love your channel, man. More than anything, I love you very old. Alright. Well, thank you very much. I feel like, well, you've been, I wonder, are you subscribed over here? You probably are. You've probably been on before. That's... Sounds familiar to me. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Don't worry, we're going to keep streaming. I'm not going to stop doing it unless... the only reason I would stop streaming these flights is if I just don't have the time. But as long as I have the time, I might as well throw them up on the internet. Let you guys come along if you want. Hopefully something comes of it. Alright, so we're making this
Going to
weird little loop
135
here.
decimal 2 triader 601.
Let's see.
Zurich Center Alpine 1730 is
Oh,
at
great.
flight level
Gotta switch
235.
it.
Climb
Yeah, it kills the
flight
frame
level
rate.
340.
So I need to get out of this as fast as possible.
1537, please expedite your climb flight level 180.
Oh my god.
578,
Yeah, I don't know why the
please expedite
ATC
your
is broken
17,000
like
feet.
this.
Aeroflow 2380, please expedite your climb flight level 380.
That's really weird that that window is causing that
Please expedite your climb flight
frame
level
rate issue. Because usually it's if you have it out as its own window,
Zurich.
separate from the sim.
Triader 601 is passing 11,300 feet, descending 8,000 feet.
Tiger 601, Zurich approach QNH 30.30, continue as planned.
All Wi-Fi related tasks and show any larger electronics.
Actually, we're kind of just flying like back and forth between Germany and Switzerland. There actually is a little enclave of, I think that's, I'm guessing that's, yeah, there's a little German enclave, no, exclave? Yeah, an exclave in Switzerland here. We're kind of looking right at it. And then that town is Schaffhausen, which is in Switzerland. Go back out here. Whoa. Fix the camera. We are on Chair Airlines, and this is a beautiful little area. In certain areas, the spring trees will pop up a little bit more than they are right now. Obviously, we can kind of see the Bajanabashi's four-season pack trees, you know, giving us some nice light green trees down here. But we're inside the cities where it really shines. You'll see some purples and lots of different colors like that. I don't think we'll be able to see too clearly at this altitude. Kind of see some different colors of the trees. I'll have to make some videos where we're flying over the cities themselves. I've always wanted to do that. I'm always perpetually planning. But I think what I'll do is maybe after streams when I have time after midnight when I don't want to be talking, I'll just make some videos to put up on YouTube of low and slow flights over some of these cities, and that should be pretty cool because all these different cities look cool. All these different places in the world get a good look.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet, Eider 601.
Take advantage of Microsoft Flight Simulator's excellent graphics, low-level graphics, low-altitude graphics. I mean. Alright, turn on the landing lights. Georgiana is flying 737-800 Avelo Airlines, newest ultra... Okay, I was going to say, I've never heard of Avelo Airlines. Newest ultra low-cost airline in the U.S. Plane is named Red Lion. I've never heard of it. Let me see. Avelo Airlines. Wow, brand new. Oh, not brand new. Oh no, commenced operations, yeah, just last year, so it's a year. Operating out of Burbank and New Haven. Okay, we're headquartered in Houston. Okay. That's a pretty cool livery. Well, that'd be a pretty cool plane to fly in the sim. I'll have to see if there. Let me just see if there's maybe kind of a cool video to do or a stream to do. Flying that livery, and people will be like, "What the heck is Avelo Airlines?" Have to see like what kind of. And yes, there is a livery for it. Awesome. Just buy Selkirk Ticklitas, same guy that did delivery for Chair Airlines here. So, awesome. Problem is, I'm going to forget to download that now. Let me put that back in there. keep that open. Download that. Use it later. Interesting. Where are you flying? You're flying. You said you were flying to. Where are you flying to? All right, we need to be above 7,000 feet, so we are good now. We can actually. Well, we're at 250 knots. We're not following the approach at all, according to the approach map. It's really weird. Let's see. Let's see. This is gonna be we're gonna be on a direct final there. So I'm going to start slowing down. Or we're not rushing. Not having to rush our slowdown, especially as we start to continue to descend, and then it becomes harder to do. Okay, we got our signs on.
Zurich approach switch 1953 is
Lights are on.
800 feet, descending 7,000 feet.
Let's see.
Switch 1953 Zurich.
Seatbelt sign, anti-ice off, barometric reference set, landing lights on. Medium auto brake.
Zurich approach, twist 403, 12,000 feet.
Switch 403 Zurich approach QNH 30.28, continue to MET as planned. Switch 403 contact Zurich Center on 126.225. Good day.
Oh, okay, you're going to San Francisco to Victoria.
126.225.
I don't know why I was thinking you couldn't fly. I mean, you're still flying a 737-800. It's just low cost. I'm thinking like, oh, you gotta be flying like Iowa regional to something. It's like you're still flying. You're just flying low cost airline, ultra low cost.
Zurich approach, twist 403 is passing.
See what I mean? This
12,000
is
feet, descending 7,000
again where Microsoft Flight Simulator shines is when you're at this on the approaches, which is why I can't go back to X-Plane, because the landing and the takeoffs so awesome flying low and relatively slow over some really good auto-generated regions here. Alright, we're going to be turning into our final, and should be able to see the airport soon. These hills are scaring me a little bit. I'll turn right in front of them. Let's see, we'll slow down to 200. Now, of course, it's not as big a deal if I forgot to turn my landing lights on right now, even though you should have your landing lights on. But last flight, when we flew into Pristina and it was dark for the landing, it was really dark for the landing because I forgot to turn my landing lights on, and I was kind of just griping. I'm like, why don't they have lights on the runway? Where are the... And then I realized when I was taxiing off the runway after making a dark, completely dark landing, oh, the reason there were no lights is because I didn't have my lights on. Makes it easier to land at night if you have your lights on. See the runway. Are you now? You're not going to fly the whole world tour with that airline, though, right? So, but you're just going to start it. You're going to fly Burbank to somewhere, which is, you know, Burbank is where one of the places they operate out of. You're going to fly that to somewhere, and then next flight, whatever it would be. There's the airport right there. I think that's the airport. Yeah, there's another runway right there. Did we lose? How much you want to bet we lost ATC? We lost to go to another one. Uh-oh.
Zurich approach Swiss 1343 is at 7,200 feet, descending 7,000 feet. Swiss 1343.
I need to be at 5,000 by ramen.
0.27, continue to Rylax as planned.
Let's capture the glide slope. See, I already missed the glide slope. This is why you don't rely on ATC. Once they get you lined up, it's on you. So now we're going to have to come in at a steep angle here. Got our flaps.
Tiger 601, you are 500 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 7,000 feet, QNH 30.27.
Climb and maintain 7,000 feet, Iger 601.
Alright, I'm going to go back to 7,000, and what we're going to do is we're going to fly in, and then we're going to come back out here. Oh, I don't know. Oh, we're still descending for some reason. Alright. So we'll just keep descending. I just do it go around though. I think what it wants us to do is I think the ATC is thinking we're doing the approach, which is you go all the way into the VOR and then come back out.
2,500.
Okay, I think we're. Oops. The problem is we're not losing our speed enough. We are catching the glide slope though, but we're gonna be pretty fast. We're over speed though. Alright, landing gear out. Coming in for a high-speed landing. That's what we're going to do. See if we can get stabilized and slow down in time. Come on. Alright, there we go. We're on the glide slope. Should be able to start. Check.
Tiger 601 traffic is 3 o'clock 4 miles at 6,800 feet, Airbus A320. Report them inside.
Ooh, power lines. That's a cool mod that I have.
601, please expedite
You
your
can actually, I think you
climb
can actually run into the power lines with that.
Swiss 134 climb and maintain 5,000 feet.
You're only using that plane and airline from Burbank to Chicago, or Boston via Chicago. Cool. Hey, look at this. It's wonderful.
Maintain 5,000 feet.
Of course, got Zurich right over there. Alright, we're doing good on our
100 above.
speed. We're only 100 feet above. Holy cow.
Minimum.
Already at the minimums. Wow. Cabin, I did the cabin check.
500.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet.
Bring it in manually.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, Swiss 1953.
400.
Tiger 601, please expedite your climb 7,000 feet. Swiss 134 keep speed not above 210 knots.
300.
Yeah, we weren't cleared to land. Because I think they wanted us to
300.
come into the VOR, so. See, my plane had one thing. The
Above 210 knots, Swiss
ATC had a different idea.
200.
It was kind of drift off to the right.
Traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 6,700 feet, Airbus A320.
100.
Inside. Swiss
50,
40 tree traffic is
40,
9 o'clock 4 miles at
30,
6,700
20.
feet, Airbus
Retard.
A321.
Well, considering we had to come down pretty quick there.
Swiss 403 has the Airbus A321 in sight.
Okay, we're gonna go off
Ladies and gentlemen,
this way.
welcome to Zurich. The local time is 10:37 a.m. and it's currently about 4 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin.
Alright, landing lights off. Go to the taxi. Strobe light off. TCAS. ATC. We're just gonna stop for a second. Get that stuff off. Clear the flaps and the spoilers. There's the terminal. Yeah, you can see the power lines. See that? So that's actually from a mod. It colors the power lines, puts power lines in. All the fun stuff. Really? Seriously?
Request taxi to the gate.
Edgar 601 taxi to gate Echo 47 using taxiway cross runway 34 cross runway 10.
Taxiing to gate Echo 47 via taxiway cross runway 34 cross runway 10 Eiger 601.
Yep, on cue, diaper change. As soon as we land, always a diaper change. Right? I know, but he always has to get a diaper change. Right away. This is a really good looking airport. This must be a premium airport, one of the premium ones. Yeah, I don't think this is a mod or anything. This is just, I think, a premium one with Flight Simulator. So that's cool. I think. I might have a mod for it. I'm not sure. So we actually might have been being sent to a different gate, but we're gonna go over here. I didn't realize the gates were right. Actually, we should go over here. We'll go to gate. I screwed it all up. I screwed the going into the gates. We should have found the proper gate, actually. I was too lazy to look at well, I was looking at the airport chart and I couldn't figure out the gates. Because it didn't have anything about echoes or other things like that.
Climb and maintain 5,000 feet, Swiss 1325.
It's a nice looking airport. I really do. Is this... anyone know? Let me see. Oh, okay, there are different docks. Oh, so we should have been on the other side. Oh, okay, Echo 47. We should have gone over there. That's where they wanted us to park. This is a really good airport. I don't know if this is the from the game itself, or is this an awesome freeware. I'm guessing this is premium. That's what I'm looking at right now. So give me 1 second, otherwise I'm going to forget. I just want to see if there's anything for this airport. Zurich. No, there wasn't, because I know I went in and I wanted to see if there was any upgrades, but there aren't, because... Awesome. Yeah, so this is just the premium. Wow, I didn't realize... Oh, awesome. Alright, sorry, talking about all kinds of random stuff. Oh, interesting. Yeah, interesting what you're wearing today to do your flights. Pretty cool. We're going to turn off the engines. Actually, turn on. We forgot to do the APU. I always forget to do the APU. We actually have external power, so we don't need the APU. Turn off engine 1 and 2. It shouldn't have done that. You do have external power. Jetway power, luggage, all that cool stuff.
Iberia 3477 request. Iberia 3477.
We got too much radio chatter. Awesome. This is a really good airport. I'm going to have to fly out of Zurich a few more times. I'm glad we did this flight to Zurich. To Flughafen Zurich. There it is. Awesome. Beautiful looking airport. Alright, so the passengers already boarding. Frame rate's dying because it is a pretty nice looking airport. Beacon light off. Fuel pumps off. Go like this. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Turn off our ADIRs. Oxygen supply. Yep, I have it pulled up, so I gotta download that. This is a really nice airport. I did not realize. I mean, I feel like O'Hare is a premium. There's a number of premium airports I've been to that don't look as. This looks really good. So I have no idea where this came from. This looks really good. I mean, they put a lot of effort into this one. Alright, so flight is, we finished the flight, so I want to pull up Volanta, do a little flight review. This guy over, so you can see. Let's review the flight. There it is. And this nice little curve thing in. Landing rate 272 feet per minute. Flight time an hour 50. GeForce perfect. I've never had a perfect GeForce like that one. Landing speed 124, right where we need to be. Approach speed was 129. Landing speed 124. Awesome. That's like a perfect landing. Maybe this rate could have been a little bit better. Cool. You're gonna be flying to Midway. Yeah, I've flown to Midway. I remember the first time I flew to Midway in X-Plane. I flew right through the. Didn't get the landing and flew right into that neighborhood. Alright, let's put away Volanta, and we're going to bring up the World Tour map next. We've already been here, so nothing new, but just to show where we've been, for anyone who's new. There it is, there's our World Tour. We've gone so far. So today we went to Kosovo, right here, up to Switzerland. And we're going to be flying Switzerland back down to Bulgaria right here. In just a few minutes. Hide that. Hide that. Alright, so passengers deboarding. Actually, you can do a deboarding if you want to, and you don't have like Pack X or something. You can do it right from here. I usually don't. But you can go into your weights and balances. I think we go 0. Yep. And then we Yeah, see the passengers are now coming off in reverse order. So that's something you can do. Or if you want to have a certain number of passengers come off because you're doing it 2 legs or something. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to bring one more thing before we shut it down. And we're going to shut down the stream, or at least for YouTube, and then we'll start a new stream for the next flight. Twitch will go to intermission. So I'll put a link for the next stream in the chat. We're just going to end flight. Let's see. No notable events, comments, totally telling my friend about this airline. It's going to be fun leaving the aircraft. Alright. 90% satisfaction. Good flight. Again, we didn't look into these, but all the passenger names have localized names for the region. So you can see we have a mix of Kosovo names, German, basically this area of the world. Of course, there'll be a mix of names people are traveling from other places in the world as well. But it's really cool. I'm not going to close that because I'm going to use it for the next flight. Alright, so that is our flight to Zurich. We're going to be taking off here in a few minutes, set up the next flight. So we're going to go to intermission over on Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube, let me post the link for the other stream. Let's find it. Where is it? So that you guys can join in over there once it goes live. Alright, there you go. I posted it. So if you are watching on YouTube, we will be ending the stream over here. Thanks for coming along. If you're not, can't make the next stream, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share it with your friends, invite people over. We'll be going. I'll have to set up the next flight, so we'll probably 10:30. We'll get that stream going. I'm surprised it's already after 10. I thought we would be finished with this flight earlier. And on Twitch, we're going to go to an intermission and set up the next flight, and I will see you, like I said, I'm going to give myself about 20 minutes, get the sim brief set up, get in and out of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and get everything switched over to the next flight, where we'll be flying from Zurich down to Sofia, Bulgaria on Bulgaria Air in the A32NX, Airbus A320. Alright, I will see you in about 20 minutes. Well, give me a few seconds here. Just a few. I say I'll see you. I'm not ready yet. Alright, there we go. Now we'll go to that. Alright, I'll see you in about 20 minutes, and we'll be flying down to Bulgaria.